Hi, it's Rich Trani. Thanks for watching TMC Net's Editor's Day, Santa Clara 2015. On our program is Brian Taptich. He is with Bitcasa. And Brian, welcome. How are you?
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Very good.
Our pleasure. So I think of your company as a cloud storage player, and I was wondering if you could elaborate on that.
Sure. So the company started about 4 years ago building a virtual drive platform. What you had out in the market was a lot of sync and share apps like a Dropbox or a Box who were solving the problem of how do I take my data and get it across all these different devices I now have. Bitcasa had developed a platform that said, look, we're not about taking a piece of data and propagating it to every single device you own. Rather, we're a company that's about creating a virtual drive where you can take a single piece of data, put it in the cloud, and then access it on demand whenever you need it. Initially, the company was focused direct to consumer, but about 2 years ago, because of overwhelming demand from device manufacturers and network operators and ISVs, we pivoted the company to focus on being an enabler for other companies to offer cloud services to their end user consumers.
That's fantastic. Okay. So how are you differentiating yourself in the market?
Sure. So recently we announced a deal with SanDisk, for example, where SanDisk provides, one of the things they create is a USB flash drive, which you plug into your PC and it enables you to take files all over the place. Well, they were looking for a solution to help cloud enable these flash drives. So now, not only do you have 64 gigs on your USB flash drive, you're able to take the data that's on that flash drive, put it into the cloud, unlock mobility, and alleviate your dependence on the actual hardware device.
Fantastic. And so there's just a software interface that handles that for you when you plug it in?
Correct. It looks like a file system just like any other. You know, Bitcasa is really focused on, today people think about cloud storage as this sort of separate app that's sitting over here. The system that we've built and what we believe the future is that cloud storage should sit along every other type of storage that you have, and it should be invisible to you, and you shouldn't have to think about it. So Bitcasa exists as a file system just as your Microsoft file system. It's just another folder. It just so happens that all of that data within the folder is in the cloud, not on the device.
Makes a lot of sense. And it's certainly the trend now that we're seeing from the large operating system vendors, right?
Yeah, and this is where, you know, the future, we imagine a future where you're walking up to any device. It could be this chair, and you're biometrically logging on, and your personal OS is accessible to you through this chair. And all your data is there and available to you. And so what we're trying to solve for is that horizon, and whether that's 2 years out or 20 years out, the reliance on local storage is simply a function of connection speeds and security, and the Bitcasa platform solves for both of those.
That's great. So what's next for the company?
So we're very excited. What you'll see a series of announcements very similar to the SanDisk deal. Bitcasa is very interesting to a number of companies today because we can give them a cloud-enabled service without having to give away their users to third parties. So you'll see a series of announcements along the lines of the SanDisk deal over the next 6 to 12 months. What makes Bitcasa transformational tomorrow is our ability to take this platform, integrate it at lower levels in the operating system and in the hardware, such that cloud devices become cloud-enabled completely transparently to end users.
Fantastic. Now, is there anything else we left out, just as we close, to make sure that we tell someone?
We're excited to be out in the market, and we got a lot of good news to share over the next 6 months.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Thank you.